So what do you do here when you come to Thailand? What do you do?
The first things is want to
meet Ajahn.
First thing here.
because we want to every year to meet Ajahn. At least if we go to Bangkok, we have to go to Thailand. If we have time, we will go to Udon or to Sakwanakon.
Okay. So how many days have you been here already?
Just yesterday we arrived.
Yesterday.
Yeah,
And you go back on Monday?
on Monday.
Monday. So today you come here, and where will you go from here?
From here maybe go back to Bangkok.
Bangkok.
Yes.
Then tomorrow you go to
Yeah, still in Bangkok area.
in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Because he's the first time go to Bangkok.
I see. What's the difference between Bangkok and Jakarta?
No different.
No difference.
Yeah. Only a lot of many temples.
Maybe
You see.
maybe the language is
Different language. Food is different.
yes.
But basically the same.
Yeah.
You got traffic jam here in Bangkok.
The culture, everything is the same.
So why waste your money?
No ways. If I can meet Ajahn, I think no ways.
Okay.
Yeah. At least here there is still a lot of holy monks. We can pay respects compared to Jakarta, compared to Indonesia.
So what's the difference between paying respect to different kind of monks? What do you get?
At least to make our faith to the Buddhism more stronger.
It can only be stronger if you talk to the monks. Because if you don't talk, then you won't know the difference, right?
Yeah.
The difference in the monks are what they can tell you. If the monks are intelligent monks, they can give you good information,
Yeah.
good knowledge.
It's like
And you need knowledge to guide you in your life. We call Sammaทิฏฐิ, the right view. You need the right view. And the Buddha has the best of the right view. Once you have the right view, right information, then you can use it to guide you in your life. The Buddha said you should do punya, make merit, and keep the sila, and practice meditation, bhavana. Because this is the way to make your mind, your heart happy, and get rid of your sadness and unhappiness. No other way. Not by making money. You can have lots of money and you can still be unhappy. If you have money, you should know how to use it wisely. First, you used to take care of your body. This is important. Once you have taken good care of your body, the surplus money should be spent on charity, on helping other people, because it will make you happy, rather than buying expensive things or going to holidays, travel. It only gives you a brief happiness, and it can make you become addicted to spending money like this. Then it will force you to have to make more money. But if you give the surplus money to charity, it will give you peace of mind, contentment. You don't feel you need anything. You don't feel you need to buy expensive things. You don't feel you have to go traveling, vacationing. because the happiness that you get from making charity can fulfill your mind, make your mind full. But the happiness that you get by buying expensive things, buying non-essential things, will only make your mind become more hungry. You want to have more. So the Buddha said you have to know how to spend money wisely. Spend to take care of your body, your family, and keep some for the future. And the rest, if you don't need it, give it to charity, help other people. Other people like you, they need help when they don't have the ability to help themselves. Then when you help them, it makes them happy, and that happiness also comes back to you. It makes you feel good. Then it will be able to make you to keep the sila. Because when you help other people, you don't want to hurt them. So when you don't want to hurt them, you automatically have sila. You don't want to kill, you don't want to steal, you don't want to cheat or lie, you don't want to drink to make yourself drunk. So you need first to be able to make charity. Once you can make charity, you have metta. When you have metta, you can keep the sila. Once you can keep the sila, your mind will become more happy, more stable. So it will be able for you to keep the 8 precepts, the atta sila. You need to keep the atta sila if you want to meditate. You want to practice meditation, because you have to have time. If you don't keep the atta sila, keeping just the pancha sila will still allow you to go do other things. You can still sleep with your wife, your husband. You can still go out to party, go to movies, go do all sorts of entertainment. But if you keep the atta sila, then you cannot do these things. So when you don't do these things, you will have time to meditate. You will have time to go stay in the temple. You need a quiet place to meditate. If you live at home, there are many people, and not everybody keep the 8 precepts or practice meditation. So the activity will disturb your practice. So if you want to bhavana, you want to practice meditation, you have to isolate yourself. You need a quiet environment. Usually a monastery is a good place to go. But you have to go to a monastery where they only do meditation, not other activities. If you go to a monastery that has other activities, then it can disturb your meditation. And if you can find a quiet monastery and to meditate, you'll find more happiness. See? The happiness you get from charity is less than the happiness you get from keeping the 5 precepts. The happiness you get from keeping the 5 precepts is less than the happiness you get from keeping the 8 precepts. And the happiness that you get from keeping the 8 precepts is less than the happiness you get from samadhi. And the happiness you get from samadhi is less than the happiness you get from wisdom, from panya. because Panya will liberate your mind, send you to Nibbana, stop all forms of suffering, all forms of sadness, send you to Nibbana. You don't have to come back and born, to get sick, to get old and die again. If you haven't got to Nibbana yet, you will still have to come back to born, to get old, to get sick, to die, and to separate from your loved ones. So you should follow the Buddha's teaching. Try to practice it. Try to move up the level of practice from dana to sila, from sila to bhavana. You can do the bhavana maybe once a week when you first start. On your day you don't have to go to work. Keep the 8 precepts and maybe find a quiet place somewhere. If you can find a monastery, maybe if you can have a room in your house where you can be alone, no one can disturb you. Lock yourself, put yourself in prison for one day. No TV, no nothing. Just meditate to keep your mind calm. If you can meditate and keep your mind calm, you'll find the best kind of happiness. So this is basically the knowledge that the Buddha discovered, enlightenment. He discovered the path to happiness, the path to the cessation of all kinds of sadness. So if you follow his teaching, you will get the same result that he did. So right now, today you are making dana. Okay, try to keep the 5 precepts as well. You can keep the 5 precepts when you travel, when you do anything. Yeah. But if you keep the 8 precepts, then you cannot travel. You cannot go on shopping or going to sightseeing. This for the higher kind of happiness. The lower kind you can still have. You can go sightseeing, you can go to entertainment places. You can keep the 5 precepts and you can make charity, you can give dana. But if you want to move up higher, then you have to keep the 8 precepts. And you have to stop, go sightseeing, going here and there, and lock yourself up in a quiet place to meditate. You can meditate walking and sitting position. The first step before you can sit and meditate, you have to have sati or mindfulness. So you have to develop sati by focusing your mind on one object, like the butto, or you can focus on your body activity. Watch your body, every movement of your body. Whatever you're doing, stay with that body. Don't go think about other things. Then your mind will have mindfulness to keep the mind fixed, stationary, not running around with your thoughts. Yeah. And when you sit and meditate, your mind can become peaceful and calm very quickly. And you will find that the happiness that you achieve from meditation is far better than any other kind of happiness. Then you can let go of everything. You will not feel sad if you lose anything, because you don't have to rely on them to make you happy anymore, because you have the happiness that you can create by meditating. So this is basically what Buddhists should do. All right?
Thank you.
You have any question?
Yeah. study and in the books, I cannot make the difference between right bhavana and sati.
Sati is part of the bhavana practice. See, bhavana has two levels, samatha bhavana and vipassana bhavana. Samatha bhavana is to make your mind peaceful and calm. Vipassana bhavana is to make your mind enlightened. But the first step, before you can have samatha bhavana, you have to have mindfulness. You need to have sati to control your thoughts. Because if you cannot stop your thinking, your mind cannot become peaceful. So you have to develop sati all day long, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. When you open up your eyes in the morning, when you get up, keep reciting Bhutto, Bhutto, and do whatever you do, but keep reciting Bhutto to prevent your mind from thinking about other things. But if you have to think of something important, you can stop Bhutto for temporarily and think of the things that you have to do today. Once you know what you have to do, and you have to prepare yourself to go to do that, then you come back to Bhutto, Bhutto. You go taking a shower, getting dressed, eating, traveling, going to your workplace, keep on Bhutto, Bhutto. And when you work, then you can stop Bhutto. Then you think about the work that you do. And when you have time, you don't have anything to do, you can sit down and meditate, close your eyes, Bhutto, Bhutto. Then you will have samatha. When the mind becomes peaceful and calm, this is samatha. After you have samatha, then you will have the strength to look at the truth of anicca. The Buddha said everything is anicca. Nothing lasts forever. Everything exists briefly, like our body. Our body is anicca. It only exists for maybe 80 years, 90 years, or 100 years. And after that, it will have to break down. So you have to teach your mind not to cling to the body. Because if you cling to the body, it will make you unhappy. This is vipassana. You have to re-educate your mind. Your mind doesn't like to think about death, doesn't like to think about getting sick, doesn't like to think about getting old. And when you don't think, you forget. You think the body will last forever. So when the body gets old, gets sick or die, you become disturbed. But if you constantly remind yourself that the body will get sick, get old and die, then you don't forget. Then you prepare your mind for the situation. When you get sick, you say, this is normal. I know I will get sick. When you get ill, you say, I know I will get old. When you die, you say, I know I will die. But actually, what dies is not yourself anyway. The body is not yourself. You and the body comes into union at the time of conception, the time when the mother developed a body in her womb. You are the spirit or the mind that has no body. You need a body. So when there is a body in a womb, you go and attach yourself to that body. So actually you and the body are two separate entities. But due to the lack of education, lack of right knowledge, we think that the body is ourself. So when anything happens to the body, we think it happened to us. But in fact, it only happens to the body. because the mind doesn't get sick, get old, or die with the body. So this is the knowledge you have to develop to teach the mind that the mind doesn't get sick, get old, or die. It's only the body that gets sick, get old, and die. The mind keeps changing the body. This is the number 100 million body that you have acquired. And you will lose every body that you acquire. So if you don't want to come to face with losing your body, then you should not get a new body. When you die, if you don't have any desire to use the body, then you don't come back and get a new body. You have to get rid of your desire to use the body to bring you happiness. And now you rely on the body. You have to have this body to come to Thailand. But if you meditate and you have happiness of mind, then you don't need the body. You don't need to come to Thailand because you're happy where you are. So this is what you should do, to meditate to make your mind happy. When your mind becomes happy, your mind doesn't need the body. When you don't need the body, then you don't have to come back and be born, to get sick, get old, and die again. So this is what meditation, samatha and vipassana, bhavana will do for your mind. Okay? Anything else?
Sometimes when I do meditations, anapanasati, I just look at breathing in and breathing out. Sometimes I cannot feel
the breath
anymore. Yes.
Just beware that there's no breath for you to feel.
Yeah.
Just remain watchful without.
Yeah.
Just keep watching.
What should I watch?
Watch emptiness.
What's emptiness?
Watch your mind, that whether it's thinking or not. When it's thinking, stop it from thinking. The purpose of watching your breath is to stop your thinking. So if there's no breath to watch, then watch your thinking instead. Watch whether you're thinking or not. If you think, stop thinking. Don't think. And then your mind will eventually stop thinking totally. And your mind will become peaceful, totally peaceful.
Sometimes when I breathe in, I said good, and breathe out, I said budu, 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 budu. It is the same with Buddha meditations?
Yeah, the same thing.
The same things.
To prevent you from thinking.
I see. Right.
Because if you keep thinking, your mind will not be calm. You want to stop your mind. You want to make the mind become still. So you need something to tie the mind. Either your breath, your breathing, or your butto can do that. If your mind stops thinking, it will fall in. It will stop like falling into a well, and it will stop thinking. You cannot force it to happen. You just have to keep butto, and when it happens, it will happen suddenly without you notice. It won't give you any notice. You know. So don't anticipate. Just keep focusing on your meditation, butto, or your breath, until your mind fall into a well. You feel like falling from a high place, and it will stop, and everything will become peaceful and calm and happy.
And just keep that calm as long as possible.
Yeah, once you're in there, you don't need to do anything. Just let it be until it withdraw from that state. It will withdraw after a while. Depends on the strength of your mindfulness. The stronger mindfulness, the longer it will stay in there. Then once it withdraw, it will start to think. Then you can direct your thinking toward the contemplation of vipassana. Direct it to contemplate on the nature of the body, anicca, aging, sickness, and death. Anatta is just the body is only made up of the 4 elements. There is no you inside the body. You is in the mind. You are the mind. You use the body as your servant to take you anywhere you want to go. But you have to lose this servant one day, because this servant will get sick, get old, and die. So you have to prepare yourself to give up the servant. If you prepare, you're ready, then you will not be sad. If you're not prepared, you will be sad because you don't want your servant to leave you. If you don't let go, you only make yourself sad. If you let go, it will make you happy. So you don't want to be sad. So you have to let go. And there's no other way, because whether you let go or not, it's going to leave you anyway. But if you let go, then it leaves you happy. If you don't let go, it leaves you sad. Okay? Alright, I'll give the Anumodana, then I can then talk to the people in Thai. เดี๋ยวจะให้พรนะ ยะถาวาริวาหาปุราปาริปุเรนติสาคลัง เอวเมวะอิโตทินังเปตานังอุปกัปปติ อิจิตังปฏิตังตุมหังคิปะเมวะสมิจจตุสัพเพปุเรนตุสังกปา จันโทปนะระโสยถามณิโชติระโสยถาสัพพิติโยวิวัจจันตุสัพพะโรโควินัสสตุมาเตภวัตวันตรายโยสุขีทีขายุโกภวะอภิวาทนาสีลิสะนิจังวุธาปจายโนจตารโอธรรมวัฏานติอายุวันโนสุขังภาลัง